breaks the cards, one breaks the bank, one shields for tops, one tells them they stink. When they come together, they entertain, but when they enter breaks, here comes the pain. Every week on Sunday, you don't want to miss. You can buy whatever spot, just stay away from dumb and tiff. SourFace, 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 in your face with the wrestling card taste. Sour and Babyface, make SourFace a podcast about wrestling cards.
Yo, it's Babyface here with episode 12 of SourFace, a wrestling card podcast.
SourFace! SourFace!
Yo. This is weird. I don't like this. I don't like this at all. My partner is out in Disney World. He's actually doing a video right now. I think it's he's opening up some pen packs. So make sure you go check it out. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, Sour's out in Disney. Figured I'd hop on the pod, talk to you guys myself. We'll see how it goes. I don't know if I could really pull this off, but you guys gotta help me out here. I'm gonna be reading chat all night. We're only gonna be live for an hour, but I'm gonna go over a couple of things. The biggest thing for the podcast tonight is that I went through the whole entire universe checklist. It's unbelievable. It's huge. There's a lot of cool things, so I broke it down for y'all. And that's really it. So let's get right into it. The first thing I want to talk about is a little plug, sourfacepod.com. We got the ECW collab out. We got the theme shirt tees. We got all this stuff out right now. So make sure to go to the website if you want to cop a shirt. Let me know. And we'll get right into the podcast. So there was no WrestleMania patch pulled. I believe so. I think all the news was really on the Rhea Ripley and the Cena so far, going to Golden, like we said. So nothing really to talk about. I think there's only like 8 patches left, to be honest. The only one of real noticed is going to be the CM Punk. At this point, is it pulled? Is it just sitting in a box that's never going to get open? I really have no clue at all. So we're going to see about that. I mean, realistically, what's another one? LA Knight should be another good one, I believe. LA Knight should be a good pull. I think we just saw the Xavier Woods do like almost 7,000. So I could see the LA Knight maybe possibly touching like 9 to 10K, which wouldn't be a bad day. Especially that if he gets this push like he's getting, most likely going to face Roman, right, at Money in the Bank for the title. But at least he's getting a little push. So, nothing really. Yeah, I think that's like the only one. The Punk and the LA Knight. 15K for LA Knight. I don't think so. What did the J do? The J did 18. The annual LA Knight push 100%. Yeah, I think J did what, like 18. So yeah, maybe 15's not out of the question for an LA Knight. So we will definitely see. What we could talk about right now, since we just talked about that, is the top 5 sales of the week. And if you are listening, we're looking at the 1-of-1 flawless logo gem for Liv Morgan and a PSA 7. This one went for under $3,500. I mean, what a freaking beautiful card. What a steal at a price for a name like Liv Morgan. I know it's the Raw logo gem, which obviously is not the most like sought after one, but I mean, still $3,500 for something like this. I mean, that's a steal of a lifetime, I would say. Next up, we saw The Rock True Gold in a PSA 9. I'd crack it. Yeah, probably. It doesn't even look good in the slab in a 7. But we saw The Rock 2023 Prism in True Gold. This went for 4K. Now I think the rest of these cards, like one was an overpay, one was an underpay, one was an overpay, one was an underpay. So we'll see more. I mean, this card doesn't really do it for me. I know people really love these True Golds. It's The Rock. It's cool. 4K, like whatever, it's fine. Something that did go for 4K as well. And again, if you're not watching, we're looking at a out of 5 Topps Chrome Hulk Hogan auto and a BGS 8.5 Beckett 10 auto. 4K for this is absolutely insane. That has to be one of the biggest deals in the world, considering that the Superfractor of this did $38,000. It was in a PSA 10, but still, I mean, the $38,000, and then you get this for 4K. I mean, I'd hold on to this forever. I would go hunt all the out of 5s right now. I mean, this is an absolute steal. It looks great in a Beckett slab too. It's something I think you're going to see a lot more exploration towards. I still think, like, is this a vintage card? No, but it's Hulk Hogan. It just fits in the Beckett slab, to be honest with you. It's a beautiful auto, and you don't really get like Hulk Hogan 10 autos. I mean, the Superfractor is obviously sick. I probably should have brought up a picture of that. But this out of 5 Hulk Hogan for 4K, like, sign me up all day, every single day of the week. Like, realistically, now watch this next sale that went for $6,500 was the Xavier Woods WrestleMania patch. For $2,500 less, you could have this out of 5 Hulk Hogan auto in a Beckett slab. Instead, like, no disrespect to Xavier Woods. I mean, it's still a WrestleMania patch. It's cool. Went for $6,500. Is that the lowest sale? I believe so. I believe that's the lowest sale we've seen publicly for a WrestleMania patch. As it should be, you know, like the Xavier Woods. Kofi should go a little over. The Eric and Ivar is just around this area. So whatever, $6,500. You have a WrestleMania patch. If you're an Xavier Woods fan, cool for you. It's sweet. I mean, the card in hand is really, really nice. So, you know, it's a relic. It's something that these first year WrestleMania patches are going to do super well, especially when we see more patches come out, like the SummerSlam patches and all that stuff. So, like, there's only 31 of these things. And you got your hands on one for $6,500. Like, not the worst thing in the world. Next is something I'd really love to get your opinion on. We got some people in the chat. Okay, so we're looking at a 1-of-1 rookie flawless gem, perfect gem placement, by the way, of Obafemi. This just sold for $14,000. $14,000 for this card, not slabbed up, raw. I mean, dude, like, I feel like that's a little heavy for this card. Cool card. If it was the auto, maybe I just think we're so out of the realm for 14K for an Obafemi. Like, do we know I mean, like, talking about the greatest of all time, no, but he's going to have a generational run in the next, like, 2 to 5 years, I would say. Like, starting soon. But they're really going to build him up for a while. It's just like, are we going to put Obafemi in the greatest of all time talk? Because, like, I don't even think a Cena flawless 1-of-1, and it doesn't matter because flawless is a one and done. You know what I mean? So they're basically all not rookie cards. You know what I mean? But I just don't know. It's just a sale that I don't love. If somebody's really high on the market going up, Obafemi's obviously going to be the king of the market. Yeah, I'm buying the Hogan, Liv, and Rock instead of that Oba. I agree, especially that Liv and the Hogan too. Like, there's so much room on that Hogan. Yeah, it's too soon of a buy, but listen, like, congrats. The card's beautiful. Like, I love that 1-of-1 on the side there, the rookie patch. You get the perfect gem placement. Whatever. It's cool. It's cool. It's just not my cup of tea for 14K. But hey, that was the top 5 sales of the week. Now, what we're going to get into is the universe checklist. This checklist is one of the biggest checklists we've seen ever. I think there's about maybe 300 names on the checklist. I was actually going through it today and I was like, wow, like, is there shitters in it? Of course, you know you're going to get shitters in it, but there's some really, really cool things to be looking out for. And I would love to see if you guys could guess who is the superstar that has the most appearances. I'll save that till we see some guesses in the chat. But I have a couple superstars that have a lot of total appearances and a couple people that probably should stay away. Where's Numbnuts? Numbnuts is chasing hidden Mickeys at Disney. What's up, Rem? So right now, the people to avoid is going to be Brock Lesnar, Hulk Hogan, Stephanie McMahon. Big names, but they only have base cards, no autos. So that's something to think about. And I don't even think they have relics either. So yeah, they don't have relics. So Brock Lesnar, Hulk Hogan, Stephanie McMahon, definitely some people to watch out for. Names to chase this year, though. Names to chase. What I wrote down, don't take my word for this, but just people that I'm going to be looking out for. We got Roxanne. Roxanne has one of the deeper checklists. We're going to see a solid push with her. And I think her market hasn't even touched where it should be. We saw a good pickup today. I should have probably posted it. I think Toronto Card Collector picked up, it might have been him. I'm not 100%. Oh, no, it's MMA Shark. MMA Shark picked up the 1/1 Pillars of Greatness auto, which was inscribed the Prodigy. Awesome photo on it. I'm a buyer for Roxanne. Roxanne, I think, has a huge ceiling. She's going to get put into some serious storylines coming up this year. Possibly a favorite for Money in the Bank, I would assume, right? So Roxanne's someone to look forward to. Oba is another one. Oba has a really deep checklist in this. I think he has like 4 or 5 appearances. Yeah, 4 appearances. Same with Roxanne. Sol Ruka, finally. I feel like we see a lot of Sol Ruka, but she has 5 different appearances in this. We have a couple relics, we have a couple different autos, and a couple different case hits. So Sol Ruka, I know maybe like she flattened out a tiny bit, but I don't think her price will be crazy high in breaks. So chase Sol Ruka, I would say. Cena, Cody, Rhea, those are obvious ones that always have a deep checklist, always have a deep amount of appearances. I'm excited to see the type of relics that they put out because I think they're going to do better. I mean, we saw decent relics last year with Universe, and I probably sound like a broken record that I love Universe. I love ripping it. I love seeing it's a different experience every single box, and the mapping is all different, and you just really never know what you're going to get. So I'm a big fan of Universe. Those are people that I would be chasing as well. Randy Orton is another one that we haven't seen. Randy Orton is another one we haven't seen with a deep checklist ever. I feel like it's super hard to pick up Randy Orton autos and stuff like that. So I'm excited to see Orton in this product. And Gunther and Charlotte, other 2 ones that they're just safe bets. You know what I mean? Like you're trying to pick up a decent mid-range cheap spot in the break. Gunther and Charlotte are going to be coming out a bunch. 2 ones I really wanted to talk about is something super justifiable now, because The Rock and Austin both have anniversary autos and regular autos in Universe. So that's something to really think about. I think it's going to be we've seen the Rock anniversary autos. I think we've only seen one variation of the Stone Cold ones, and they were sick. They were super sick. I think only numbered to 10. But those are ones to look out for. Those are ones if you're thinking about grabbing a big spot or checking them on eBay and ripping some stuff, like getting a Rock or Austin auto in Universe. I mean, for a cheap buy-in, that's always a safe bet. Another thing, too, is that they're coming out with those NWO autos again. The checklist isn't the greatest. We have the Great Muta, which is pretty cool. Lex Luger, which is also dope. Michael Wall Street and Stevie Ray. Still cool to grab one of those NWO autos. I mean, like, they're a sick card. They're just like a super nostalgic card. So I'm a big fan of those. Just something to look out for, because they're legend spots. They're most likely going to be bundled in these Legends bundle, and not many people know about these checklists, especially the breakers that are allocated that don't know wrestling. So grab Great Muta, Lex Luger, Michael Wall Street, Stevie Ray, super cheap spots. Definitely an interesting one for sure, but you never know. You know what I mean? Like they could just be hidden. Those are great spots. So the person with the most appearances, and it's the most appearances by far, is CM Punk this year. CM Punk has 8 different cards in Universe. And that's super interesting, because We saw the tag team duel that he has with AJ Lee, right? Those are pretty awesome. He has the tag team duel with AJ Lee, which is a relic. He has a superstar relic auto, which I'm sure would be title marks. I'm pretty sure. He has the CM Punk 20th anniversary autos, which we haven't seen. We saw the platinum punks, but I would love to see how these 20th anniversary autos are going to look. I mean, those are going to be chases by itself for sure. Those are going to be cards you want to hold on to for a long time because we're not going to see him much longer. Then what else we got? Oh, and then he has 3 different case hits. We're not sure what the case hits are. I mean, I've seen a little bit. I have to dive more into it, but 3 different case. So if people are not all up on the CM Punk spot in breaks, make sure you're grabbing these spots early because there's so many chances to hit. And usually you see him float around the like 85 to like 125 range. I think that he's going to be a little higher if people get onto it. Roman not even showing up to the car. Oh, here we go. Some Roman Reigns slander from go to Disney, bro. Go eat your Mickey pretzel. Let me handle this stuff. Another person to look out for too, since Sour is in the chat. Tiffany Stratton, 1 auto, 2 relics, 2 case hits. Finally, we could see Sour waste some money. We all want to see Sour waste a lot of money on these breaks here. Tiffy, anybody who's listening, Tiffy spots, put them up. Put them up, baby. Elsa chill, deadass. The case hits are something that I want to look into as well. The case hits didn't really do well last year. What do we have? We had Masks. We had was Dark Energy also in Universe. I'm pretty sure Dark Energy was in Universe too, which is a cool one. I'm excited to see the case hits this year. We saw the little preview. Nothing really crazy so far. The only thing I do like are the title mark relic autos, which are sweet. I feel like they didn't get enough love last year, so they're definitely going to get love this year. And also, like I said, I just want to reiterate that The Rock and Austin, 2 sleeper spots this year. They're always expensive no matter what, but there's some actual chance to hit these people, which is pretty cool. So I'm a buyer for a Rock Austin, Rhea. Notice how he's purposely not talking about Dom. Yeah, Dom's not on the list, unfortunately. I don't know why. No, Dom has the same checklist as Tiffy. I think 1 less. He has 1 auto, 1 relic, 2 case hits. So nothing really crazy. Do they have autos outside their anniversary set? Yeah. CM Punk has autos, Rock has autos, Austin has autos outside the anniversary stuff. So that's why I said 2 different autos for all of them. CM Punk actually has 3 different autos, I want to say. Yeah, 3 different autos, 3 case hits, and like 2 relics. Something crazy. So CM Punk, big sleeper if you're listening. Big sleeper. Definitely a buyer on CM Punk. And we could go right into how I think the state of wrestling cards right now, we're coming off the high of the National and Fanatics Fest. A set like Universe really could add some momentum back into it because it's sort of getting stale. I would say we're seeing super low sales. The people that are normally not all in it are a little bit out of it right now. So a set like Universe is a nice little entry set to get people back in the groove again. I'm a huge fan, like I said a million times, of Universe. The big checklist, does that hurt a little bit? Yes. What personally I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be grouping them in a way where it doesn't seem like it's going to be a long fill and stuff like that, and where you're just stuck with super shitters. It is a really big NXT base. Something I did want to speak about too. I actually have it right here. Let's see. Oh no, right here. Sorry. So yeah, there's a lot of NXT people. There is a lot of groupings. Where is it? I saw it right here. I'm shocked. Okay. So one thing I did notice is that we have the GMs, obviously, like that's normal. We have a bunch of ring announcers, which is very strange. Here's the ring announcers / commentators group that's going to be featured in my breaks. It's Alicia Taylor, Byron Saxon, Kathy Kelly, Corey Graves, Lillian Garcia, Michael Cole, Wade Barrett. Okay. Decent, whatever, like sure, cool spot, whatever. You just grab them. People like them. Who cares? The real weird set. Very, very weird. And I don't want to quote myself on this, is that they don't have autos, but there's a full entire referee set, which John Kane is one of them. Charles Robinson, Dan Afibo, Daphne LaShawn, Jessica Carr, Ryan Tran, and Victoria D'Erico are all names in this set. What do you guys think about we saw the little preview that the referees were going to be in Stadium Club. I think they do have autos in Stadium Club. So I don't know. Like, I really don't know how to feel about referees being in cards. Charles Robinson is funny. He was in Decades, which was pretty cool. Like, whatever, not a big deal. Jessica Carr, I know people sort of kind of like. Victoria D'Erico, she might be an NXT. She might be an NXT ref, I'm sure. Or I don't know. But like a Ryan Tran or a John Cone, like, what are we do? What are we doing here? You know, like, it's cool for the referees. Like, they get their own card, but they're no Mike Chioda, you know? I think we did see it years back where we saw a couple people, but I think only the top referees got cards like Chioda and a couple other ones like Charles Robinson, obviously. But I mean, just like I bundled them up, whatever. They're going to be like a few dollars for a few different referees. You pull a one of them. I mean, that's pretty funny, but I'm pretty sure that they're all base cards, whatever. The Charles Robinson 1 on Decade sold for $450. That is hilarious. Earl Hebner would be a great one. I know Chioda did have cards. Hebner, obviously a GOAT. Charles Robinson, one of the GOATs too. So that was something that I really wanted to bring up that was super weird about it, but it just adds to the madness. Like, I mean, I'm looking at my Legends bundles. I have 7 to 8 Legends bundles, tag team bundles. I have just so much stuff here. It really is such a deep checklist. I'm excited to see what it's going to bring. I think it's, no matter what, it's going to be a fun rip. You know, when you have a deep checklist like that, you just have so much product to rip through, and it's a fun rip. It really is. Like, then we'll get into Dynasty probably, which will have a smaller, more exclusive checklist. But for now, this is what we're getting. We need momentum back. Momentum's sort of kind of dying in here. So I'm a fan of Universe, whatever. I said it a million times, and that's going to be my ending statement on Universe. If you guys have any questions, let me know. Another thing I wanted to talk about is, I don't know if you follow me on social media, but I did post the 1/1 2025 Topps Chrome Dom Superfractor that I finally got, that I've been looking for. I want to say before Fanatics Fest last year, I was looking for it. I always had eyes where it was. Just couldn't really, like, you know, when you sort of kind of show your hand on who you collect, it sort of gets rough with you. You know what I mean? Because some people know, and they know that they can get rid of it for a better price. But regardless, it's finally here with me, which is super cool. Super proud of that card. I think the card is great. It's I'm a big fan, and I'm a big believer in that 25 Chrome really is going to do. It's going to be like the first year Prism. It's going to be like that. So I really think that 25 Chrome is key right now. So grabbing anything 25 Chrome accessible, that's what I would like to do. I mean, they're the prettiest cards anyway. That's what got me really into this hobby. I was always in collecting, but 25 Chrome really put me on another level of why I collect. So my personal opinion is that 25 Chrome is king. It always will be, just like 22 Prism. I think we're going to treat it the same exact way. So I'm a huge, I know where obviously the other ones are at, which are all with Rydala. So for my personal collection, but I mean, we start with one, right? And that's a really, really nice one to start off with. Shout out to Rye that we did make a little deal. So if you're listening, Rye, thank you for that. Appreciate you letting me have the card and just making it easy. So shout out there. And yeah, so super proud of that card. Just super pumped about it. It's a beautiful card. That Superfractor's sick. Would love the auto one day, but whatever. And probably the biggest news in wrestling cards right now is that on Monday, the 17th of August, the John Cena is going to go live. The John Cena WrestleMania Patch auction is going to go live. Not sure when the Rhea, the Rey Fenix, and the El Grande is going live, but they're all with Golden as well. That's confirmed. So that will be going live, and I did hear that it's going to run for like a month or something like that. So that does give it time, depending on how they market it. I mean, obviously there's like 4 to 5 people in their head. They're like, okay, I know I'm going to bid a lot on this card. We'll see how they market it, and I'm sure they'll get WWE involved. I'm sure they'll get Cena involved, right? Like they want to have the biggest sale ever. I'm hearing that it's going to go. I've heard rumors that it's going over 3. It's already has a bid for 500K, that somebody wants to grab it for 500K. Personally, I don't believe that. I'll say it on record here. I think the cap is going to be like 280 to 290 area-ish. Like that's the cap too. A month? What do you mean a month? So like I think the cap would be 280K, like the highest. I think it's going to go even under that, to be honest with you. But that's just my personal opinion. What are you going to do? Yeah, so I'm hearing 275K. Yeah, but I've seen people also say that it's going to go over 350, 325. It's all over the place. I really, really don't think that it's going to touch like 350. It's just 525. See, like some people are nuts. Like, listen, I'm all for it. I would love for the card to go for $1 million. You know, it just would absolutely boom up everything. So this is the time to grab John Cena stuff, right? Like I'm trying to give everybody the blueprint here, right? If you have a $400 out of 25 acetate auto on eBay of John Cena, if you could get anything royalty of John Cena right now, this is only going to back up your cards. People see that this huge sale goes on one card, it trickles down. That's what it is. With 300K, I would have bought every Kobe. Nah, I mean, like, sure, sports obviously is king, but I mean, this is just a generational card for this would be the best card in like you could get a Kobe, a Jordan, stuff like that, but there's so many of those. Like there's only one John Cena WrestleMania patch from his last WrestleMania. He won the most titles all time. I mean, like imagine a card like that for Jordan. You know what I mean? Like his last NBA finals, he won a piece of his jersey. Like it's crazy. Yeah, wrestling's small. Wrestling's super small. The market's super small. So a sale for 300, 400, 500K would be actually, it would actually see that the wrestling card community and wrestling cards can be taken seriously. So it'd be a win for all of us and all of our PCs and all of that stuff. Just obviously more eyes on the product. It's just better for all of us realistically. Is it better for people trying to grab like your PC, John Cena? Like, are things going to be cheaper now? Obviously not, but all the stuff you already have goes up with it. So it's a cause and effect type thing. So I'm super pumped for it. I'm going to be completely tracking it. We're going to be talking about it on the pod every single week. I'm sure there's going to be crazy updates. The bidding starts at 15K. I would love to just put in a bid just anyway, just to say I bid on the John Cena card at 15K. I would love to see like on Monday, where is it going to go on Monday, the 17th? So we're going to be live next week, the day before. So we'll talk about the first week in 2 weeks of the Cena card. What's your predictions? So that next Sunday, it starts on Monday, the 17th. That next Sunday would be like the 23rd or something like that. What's your prediction of where it's going to be in one single week? I really think it would be at like 40 or 50K. I think it's going to start off hot, but then it's going to lose momentum. 80. Eric says 80. Wow. What do we think the Rhea does? Yeah, that's a good question. I mean, like, it depends on what personally, like, I don't know what timing is going to be with Rhea, but I would say I'm not putting that on auction until that scene is sold, right? Or like, right. And we want that Cena to go for something crazy. If the Cena does do 3, 4, 500K, like Rhea's $150,000 card. Yeah, but like realistically, if we do the number that the John Cena that I think it's going to do, maybe like 150, 160, 170, 200, I think Rhea is like an $80,000 card. Yeah, 80 to 100 at maybe 120, depending. But I did hear whispers that there are big time players in the Rhea card. I mean, she is the king of the women's market. So I think Cena doesn't crack 200. I hope I'm wrong. I hope I'm wrong too. I really do hope I'm wrong. Like, I don't want to be super negative about what the Cena is going to do, but listen, it takes two, right? There could be one person that wants to bid 500K. They'll bid 500K, but it takes that other psychopath to really make it go up that way, right? Because you could bid 500K, and then if nobody else wants it, you could win it for 100K. It really takes two psychopaths to go at it We saw that with I'm not calling these people psychopaths as well. We saw it with The Rock, where there was like 3 or 4 bidders on it, serious bidders. That's why it went up so high on The Rock Black Prism. So and that went for 127K. So like regardless, at the very minimum, this card does 130K. Bare minimum, this card does 130, 150K. So I'm super excited. I mean, it's going to be the big, like we've talked about this John Cena card. It popped up at the National 2 weeks ago. It's finally here. The auction starts like next week, a week from tomorrow. And it's unbelievable. It's really a sick time for wrestling cards. And we have a new product. It's just, everything is just going to be super cool. I can't wait to see the promotion around it. The big name players talking about it. The news is going to go wild with a new bid for X amount of dollars. So I really think it's like the most important time in wrestling cards right now. So super pumped about it. And yeah, that's really all I have for the pod this week. It is hard to do this by yourself. So, you know, Sour's just sitting there drinking his, I don't even know, his little Mickey milkshake or something, eating a Mickey pretzel. And I'm out here losing my breath right now. But if you guys have any questions, please let me know. I can go for a little bit more. Let's see. We need Dynasty to be really good. That's really important. That's super, super important. And it's like, it has to be better than Royalty, right? It has to like, there has to be a SummerSlam patch in there. There has to be something in there to where it's like, okay, like we're paying this amount of dollars for one card. You know what I mean? So I'm personally like, that's, how can I make a good analogy to it? It's just like, Royalty is the number 3 hitter. Like Dynasty needs to be a cleanup hitter and needs to show that we really have like bang here. How much does my 17-time champion scribe John Cena pop? Oh, that's yours. I mean, realistically, we could talk wrestling. Yeah, for sure. You're doing great, sweetie. Shut your mouth. I'll give you 1 second. So the 17, it's something I do like. I like the Papa. It is dope. It's something I think you should hold on to for a little bit. I think it would hit the number that you want in a little bit, but right now it's hard to say because his Flawless 101 did like 14. So I'm thinking like somewhere around there. The inscriptions are weird inscriptions right all over his face. So I think it's a really, really nice card for sure. I love the card, but it's really hard to put a number on it. I would realistically hold on to it until the sale goes. What would be your startup plan for a beginner? Realistically, it's something boring. It's just buy who you like on eBay, right? You go, you pick a single, you pick a person, say it's John Cena, you know, you pick, I would personally start buying top stuff. The older select stuff just doesn't do it for me. That's just my personal thing. So I'd go on eBay, grab some singles, really learn the market when you're buying these things. Cause you're going to see, it's like, hey, like I saw this last week, go for this amount and just really study the market. So you're not overpaying for stuff or just really buy what you like. You know, you see a card you like, grab it. Pick a PC high end. Pick a PC high end, mid end, low end. That's a good one. Okay, high end. I mean, realistically, you got to go with Cena right now with this sale in the running. Like, I'm pumped that Cena is my high end PC. Mid end's a good one. I would go with like one of these girls that would pop off, like a JC Jane. Or something like that, where the market really hasn't seen them go crazy, like a Lainey Reed or something, to where they start getting momentum, like that Stephanie Vaquer stuff. And then when that goes up, dump them. And then a low end, you can go with someone who you like Javon Evans, Trick Williams. Those are just really, really cool cards to have. Javon has awesome inscriptions. I actually had my hands on one that said like "We in the gym right now," which is super cool. So I love Javon. I love what he's doing. What do you think's gonna happen now that Chelsea got injured with the women's division? Chelsea's injured? I didn't even know that. I had no idea. You think a complete set of gold, the time is now insert for 25 chrome for 800 is a good both the other day. I don't mind it. I mean, we've seen a bunch of the time is nows. Anything seen as cool. 25 chrome. I love those cards. So I don't know how many cards were in that set. Was there like 4 different inserts? Or 5 different inserts. I don't know. I think Panini is on a one-way mission to ruin their name with unlicensed crap. Definitely stick to Topps. Yeah, for sure. Like you see the new downtowns coming out. They're gross. It's just like Topps is king right now. And sure, the Panini lovers could be like, oh, Panini over everything. Panini's ass. And Trick, I mean, listen, Topps is not like substantially better, but there is investment with Topps, right? It's only going up. So, okay, Trick, Dom, Penta, Javon, Breaker, Mello for Money in the Bank. Dom winning possibly. Yeah, I mean, like, realistically, if Dom doesn't win Money in the Bank, they really ruined his shit for sure. I don't mind doing it. My fave was 25 cards. Yeah, I mean, whatever. I want to get into cards, scared because I don't know what would be fake and real. I mean, there's not much fakes in wrestling. Just stay away from downtowns. That's like the biggest cards that were faked. So stay away from downtowns. But if you just buy top stuff on eBay, a lot of the expensive cards gets authenticated anyway. I think anything over $200 gets authenticated. So you shouldn't be mad. And then like if you do breaks and stuff like that, like those are all straight from Topps. Topps Chrome update is a scam. I mean, I would love to see a Topps Chrome update for wrestling. I think that would be so tough. Like Topps Chrome is awesome. Grade them sequential and then have them. Yeah, like that's something cool. Like I would love to grade my rainbows sequential. Sell them. I don't know. I mean, just hold on to them. Meant the set was 25 to be clear. Okay, got you. They setting up Braun Breaker to be the next big thing, and my dude Penta's always a crowd pleaser. Braun Breaker, yeah. It's just I'm not sold on Breaker yet. Like they should have did that thing with Oba. I think a feud with Oba would really sell me. And then Penta, yeah, if Penta goes heel or if he goes with Rey Fenix, like the ceiling is huge for Penta. I would love to see a Penta Dark. Like that's really where he got his name from and why he was so famous. Buy into Babyface breaks. There's nothing fake in Babyface breaks for sure. Give me a solid modern WWE TCG. Really? Really? I mean, I wouldn't be opposed to a TCG of wrestling, like sort of like a Raw deal or something. Like, I think that could be pretty cool, realistically, but I don't think it'll ever happen. I don't know. Did Topps ever make a TCG like that? No. But so they're cooked. That's the only one that's going to get the license. What do you think Topps now, Roman and Jalen Brunson 1-1 would sell for? Autos? I mean, dude, like crazy number. That's especially right now. If you sell it right now, that's the time to sell for sure. They are practicing Oba and Braun on house matches. Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't even tease that on a house match, you know? But you think if they turn Cody heel, his merch sales plummet? No. It's just going to be like the Cena thing where you have the Cody diehards that are going to be let's go Cody, and then you're going to have the marks that are Cody sucks. Like that's what it's going to be. It's going to be exactly the Cena stuff where little kids, even if Cody is bad, like they're still going to run with Cody, just like they did with Cena. Even when Cena was a heel as well, like there was still let's go Cena sucks, right? So I think it's going to be the same vibe with Cody. Imagine all the TCG cards are animated and not actual photos. I think it'll do okay. That's basically like whatever. What is that? Super card, same shit. Like, you know, do we see Oba dethroning the OTC? Yeah, unfortunately. I really think that Oba does dethrone the OTC. That's the only guy that could dethrone him. Unless like a Cena comes back or something crazy. But yeah, unfortunately, I think that's where it's gonna be. Roman's only got 3 years left. No. Roman's gonna be around for a while. He's gonna do the Brock Lesnar stuff where he comes back for 1 or 2 appearances. But yeah, I mean, like I didn't even know Chelsea was hurt. They're gonna have to change Braun Breaker's name to Braun Steiner to bring his stock back up. I mean, again, like changing the name so deep into the career would only if he goes like super mega heel, you could do something like that. But yeah, I mean, first of all, that was a bad pick to make him Braun Breaker, to make him stand out on his own, because Steiners have such a good legacy. And you could really like push being a Steiner, and like that's just a storyline in its own, right? So I think Braun Breaker was a bad name, and they really did mess him up. Injuries hurt him too. He showed out in Survivor Series. He's really good in Survivor Series. So it's just like, I don't think his market did take a huge rise for a little bit, and then it plummeted down. I think you can get it like an auto Braun Breaker for like $30 right now. Oba Surge, what do you think he does if he doesn't want to wrestle anymore in a couple years and goes Hollywood? Oba would never go Hollywood, dude. Like, what is he gonna do? Like, he's not a Hollywood guy. Netflix has the behind the scene episode showing how things are setting up. Oh yeah, like the Unreal stuff, or like current stuff. Broken orbital bone. Oh, Chelsea's actually cooked like that. Like, why didn't I know about this? That's pretty crazy. That's actually nuts. When did she break her orbital bone? In a live match? Damn, this is hard to do. I gotta check that out. Definitely gotta check it out because, like, I know it's obviously gonna be a thing. Is it gonna be a thing for Money in the Bank? Is Obi gonna be in the Money in the Bank match? Like, we're gonna see how they set it up. They have to really set it up right. This is a really like pivotal time for WWE to push into this because we have, I think it's 8 weeks without a PLE. So I'll send clip, no doubt. Friday, shit, kicked in the face by accident. Damn, who hurt her? Yeah, exactly. If she has the mash, she'll be all right. Thoughts on the Topps national set. So one thing I did see, which I'm sick to my stomach about, is that those case hits, I think it's Braun Breaker, CM Punk, Dom Mysterio, and who's the fourth one on those case hits? Is it Tiffany Stratton? Um, the one of one auto was pulled in, and I was like, damn, like that's a sick card. I personally like the set. I know people in sports don't like it, but again, first year wrestling, like I'm a fan because we just never seen it. So I'm a big fan. Is it Vaquer? It could be Vaquer. Yeah, I think it could be Vaquer. Oh, it's Live? Whatever it is, like it's a first year. It's super cool. I know it's sticker autos, whatever, but it's something to look forward to now because it was a super small checklist, right? 50 wrestlers. Um, it was not a crazy buy-in, right? It was like $150 retail. So I'm a fan. Anything new wrestling, I like. Did I love the Cactus Jack stuff? Probably not, but whatever. I'm a big fan. It's more wrestling cards. Well, exactly. That's how I look at it. Like, is if they drop this in the midst of doing Dynasty and Stadium Club and just a whole array of stuff, no. But it's something cool. It makes you want to go to the National, right? And it makes you want to experience that. And you know you can only get it at the National. So I'm a big fan. They do have some Saturday night and Sunday night main events in between. Yep, those are going to be big as well. Those are definitely going to be big, setting up storylines and stuff like that. So I'm super pumped. Money in the Bank is like one of my favorite PLEs. It's something that could really set a superstar up. I think it's going to set the women's division up more, and the storylines around the women's divisions are going to get absolutely crazy. And I personally think, like, I think it's sort of kind of unanimous that Dom needs to win this Money in the Bank. And would he take it off Roman? No. Does he lose the AAA title and cash in on the AAA title? Does he take it off Punk? Like, I mean, anything could really happen. So I'm super pumped about that. It's just something that they need to do for him. They need to start setting up this next generation because you look at the champions now and it's just not helping anybody. You see the feuds with the champions now. It's not helping anybody. So thoughts on Rumble going 2 nights? Sign me up, bro. Sign me up. People are all upset about it. Rumble should be one because we lose 2 hours. We lose like 2.5, 3 hours just for the Rumble itself. So they could headline one Rumble per. You know, the men's will be on Sunday, the women's will be on Saturday. So Roxy I think Roxy and Dom are sort of kind of set in stone, in my personal opinion. Is there obviously like outliers? Sure, but I'm pretty sure Roxy needs it for sure. Then they can finally take her serious, and Dom needs it. So yeah, Roxy or Dom or we riot. Dom taking the belt off Punk with the history of him and his dad. Yeah, like see, something like that. Something like that is just like generational booking for me. I said it earlier on in a podcast. I think that Dom and Punk will just be one of the coolest feuds ever. We're getting a Kevin Owens Punk feud, which is also great. But yeah, we could really see like elevation with Dom and Punk. And Punk is really good. Like, I'm gonna give Punk his flowers here. He's really good at elevating younger talent as well. So he does, like when he's going against Roman and stuff, he'll never try to put them over. But with somebody younger, he's going to try to put Dom over, which is cool. Roxy cashing on Liv would be epic. Yeah, I think we're going to see that. That's a no-brainer for sure. Taker's really high on Trick. I love Trick. I think Trick's great. The U.S. title thing was very, very weird, whatever. But Taker's doing really good things in AAA. AAA was awesome. I just watched it last night, I want to say. Just awesome, awesome stuff. It's red hot right now. Dom should cash in on Punk. He really isn't needed in AAA after the title run. Yeah, but it's just like they need Dom because, like, think about it. Like, he's gonna lose to El Grande at Triple Mania, right? But the only reason why we really watch AAA is because Dom's in it, El Grande's in it, right? So he needs to stay there and be something relevant. and it brings up everything. Like I said, it really does bring up everything. Punk's the GOAT, you're banned. You're banned. But yeah, AAA is red hot right now. Baron Corbin shaved the belt. Yeah, that guy's brutal, bro. That guy's absolutely brutal. I mean, what a bad call putting the belt on Baron Corbin just for, I guess, Trick to run for it again. Well, I mean, Baron Corbin's a cool, like, locker room dude, like a manager type vibe. Like, I think they're really selling the end of days too much. So I'm just personally not a fan. Like, he's an older dude. There's so much young talent that they could bring up and really mold into the future. And that's what we really need here, because I feel like there's no futuristic stars besides Oba, Jovan, Trick, and Dom, right? A little bit of Breaker here and there. But yeah, it's just they need to start elevating it and putting a USA championship on a younger talent, even if it's Melo, just making him more relevant and seem more legit instead of just seeing Melo get absolutely like smoked every single time. But whatever, what are you gonna do? We can't book this stuff, man. When you get older, you really understand why we can't book it, because then it just doesn't make sense. So I try to just sit back, enjoy it. But if Dom does not win Money in the Bank, I will not watch wrestling. That's it. I'm gonna put it here. If Dom Mysterio is not the Money in the Bank winner, I will not watch wrestling until the Royal Rumble. How about that? So that is I'm gonna put it right there. Put it down. Braun flipping when doing the spear takes away the intensity. Yeah, I don't like when he does the flip. The run is really cool. I feel like Braun gonna win Money in the Bank. I hope not. He doesn't really need a Money in the Bank. Like, they just did that with Seth and the Vision last year. So, like, don't really need to do another run back of that, because that was cool. But have KO win the 4-4-way and it wins. I don't mind KO winning. Like, people are upset about that. I think that KO Punk feud, they needed it to be done, and I mean, I'm a big fan of it. So whatever. Priest going to AAA after the tag title run. So, like, yeah, Priest would be so good. He already had that entrance or something like that. Priest would be unbelievable in AAA. Like, that's his bread and butter right there. He could have feuds with the kid Drake Moreau, whatever the guy's name is, that just appeared there. So, like, I could be a fan of a babyface Damian Priest in AAA, right? I just can't be a fan of a babyface Damian Priest as a tag team title holder when you have unbelievable tag team title talent and they're holding it with R-Truth. The final chapter, Seth and Roman, yeah. The only time we ever see it again is going to be Seth Roman Mox if he ever comes over. So I think they're going to do that. That's going to be like we'll see that in maybe 7 to 8 years type thing. When Moxley's completely done and he's just going to have a one-off. So, like, that's probably the last time we'll see that. Love KO is a huge story. I love KO. Love KO. Little fun fact about me is that I listened to KO's theme song about 100 times the day of my wedding just to get me pumped up. So KO holds a special place in my heart. One of the first people I met when I went down to NXT during like the Black and Gold days. Super cool guy. So yeah, KO's definitely one of my favorites for sure. I wish his market showed it, but unfortunately it doesn't. But yeah, I guess that's about it. We did 48 minutes. My mouth hurts from speaking for 48 minutes, but I appreciate all of you hanging out in chat, asking questions. Please do this every Sunday night. Unfortunately, we have Sour back next Sunday, and we have to hear his horrible sour take of the week, where it's like, sour take of the week's like Disney's lines are too long. Like, that's going to be a sour take of the week next week. We should go to NXT. Yo, we should go to AAA, bro. We should go to AAA during WrestleMania season. That's what we got to do. But no, really appreciate you guys hanging out. Means the world. Made it so much easier than just sitting here talking to myself for an hour. So appreciate y'all. Make sure you go to sourfacepod.com. We have the ECW dropout and stuff like that. Sort of helps us out. We're going to drop a hat soon too. I'm talking about the AAA in New York, but Vegas is cool too. But yeah, and anyway, you'll see the stuff on Instagram, our clips and stuff like that. And we'll be live again next Sunday at 8 p.m. with Sour. And appreciate you all. Thanks for stopping by. And we'll see y'all later. Thank you.